So how much weight did I gain on a 7-day Alaskan cruise with Royal Caribbean, Quantum of the Seas? Um, I'll tell you that in just a moment, but to add a little further context, we flew from, well, we drove to Atlanta from Johnson City, Tennessee, flew to Seattle where we spent 2 nights in Seattle, and then we went on the 7-day cruise. And then we came back to Seattle, flew back to Atlanta, spent the night in Atlanta. So this was a 10-day trip total. So 2 nights in Seattle, 1 night in Atlanta, and then the 7-day cruise. And I did, quite a bit of eating in Seattle too, before we even went on the cruise. Prior to the cruise, I had basically the whole month of August that I really cracked down and was trying to lose weight in preparation because I knew I would be on a 7-day cruise, leaving at the end of August on into the first week of September. So pretty much had the whole month of August. That's when I really, really got serious about losing weight. Again, because I knew I would be on the cruise and I wanted to eat whatever I wanted to eat while I was on the cruise. The food on the cruise, I didn't have any trouble finding food. It was sometimes difficult to find a place to eat once you found the food, but you pretty much have access to food 24/7 between the restaurants that are available on the cruise and room service and things of that nature. And the food was good. I mean, some things were very tasty, some things were tasteless. If you found something that was tasteless, just go get something else. You'll eventually find something that you like to eat. At least that's my experience and my opinion based on that. So I weighed in the very morning that we left, right before we left on this 10-day trip, which included the 7-day cruise. And I weighed in yesterday, or last evening when I got home. Went straight to the scales and took care of that weigh-in. And I found that I gained 7 pounds, exactly 7 pounds on this whole 10-day trip encompassing the 7-day cruise, which is actually less of a gain than what I was expecting. I thought it would be at least 10. So I was somewhat pleased that I hadn't gained as much as I had thought that I had gained. So that's a bit encouraging. I think the main reason that I did not gain as much as I had anticipated that I would gain is just because of the sheer the activity, the activeness that you are going through on a cruise ship. There was not a day for the whole 7-day cruise, not counting the 2 days in Seattle and the day in Atlanta, but every day on the cruise, I had well over 10,000 steps. Well over. I think the average for that week was something like 13,000 steps a day. That was the average. So there was like a day that I had like 18,000 steps. And it had been a while since I had that many steps in a week, consistently maintained for the span of a whole week. So my activity level was up. So that factored into not gaining as much as what I thought I had. But we went to one stretch class while we were on the cruise ship, and the guy that was teaching the stretch class said on the previous cruise that he had been on that he knew a lady that gained 20 pounds, 20 pounds in that 1 week on the cruise. So I can't imagine. I'm glad that I didn't gain 20 pounds, but 7 pounds for me, 7 pounds for this whole 10-day trip. So now we have to start trying to lose that weight back, and I'll be getting a very good start on that momentarily because my grass has grown unmowed for 10 days, and I'm going to tackle that today, and I do that with a push mower. So I'll be burning some calories, getting a good start on losing that 7 pounds. Anyway, have a good day. Thanks for watching.